artificial beards, animal costumes, wigs, and of course, makeup. In a theatre, all the work carried out directly on the body which isn't made of cloth is the responsibility of the makeup department, from beautification to the deformation of the body. Wagner operas, with their many fairy tale and fantasy characters, continually present makeup artists at the Festspielhaus with new challenges. And it makes no difference which performer requires a wig, a skull or a wound. At the end of the day, each individual figure in the production is of significance for the overall composition.
Okay. Danke.
The figure sketches created by the wardrobe director, also known as figurines, form the basis for all makeup work. They are developed in a series of stages and drafts in collaboration with the wardrobe director and sometimes the stage designer. Of course, it makes sense if departments communicate with one another, because many things affecting makeup affect costume as well. You simply have to plan together in order that the final result is worthwhile. That's the job I do here, coordination. The rats in Lohengrin are a good example of collaboration between the makeup and costume departments. The heads are by makeup, the costumes logically are by the costume department, the hands are by the dye works department, but they were developed together with makeup. Many elements simply have to fit together. Even if there's a total of around 170 rats on the stage in the production of Lohengrin, each stage figure is an individual work of art. So not only is the costume made to measure, hair and makeup are also adapted precisely to suit the performer. Wigs, for example. The preparation of a wig can take up to a week and sometimes even longer, depending on head size, hair thickness, and the requirements laid down by the director. Real hair is almost exclusively used at the Festspielhaus. It is woven into a fine net using a technique similar to crocheting. Moustaches, whiskers, or thick eyebrows are made this way. For some characters, you need specially manufactured plastic masks. For the rat costumes in the production of Lohengrin, for example, separate feet, hands, and rats' tails are required. First of all, the makeup artists create the necessary design as a model and then use that to manufacture the relevant negative forms out of plaster. These, in turn, are tilted out with latex, silicone, or gelatine. Once dry, the masks are finished. If stored sensibly, a mask manufactured in this way can last about 4 years on stage. Prior to each performance, the members of the makeup department, numbering around 30, are responsible for making up and styling the hair of the performers, who sometimes number over 200. Depending on the character, this can take up to an hour, an artistic and logistical challenge.
Kostüm kann man ja immer irgendwie anziehen.
You can always pull a costume on and make it work somehow, but you can't do your own makeup. And we have a precise schedule stating how many minutes each makeup artist should spend on each member of the choir. We've got a sort of timetable, and if we have to reschedule, then it can get pretty stressful. That's always the biggest demand in makeup, getting everyone ready on time. To ensure that the makeup creations do not run too quickly under the stage lighting, they're touched up once again before the performance. And because it's hot work, it's touched up between appearances and for the curtain call too. Cooperation between the wardrobe and makeup departments is particularly important in the theatre, because this is the way the bizarre, interesting, and most importantly, vital characters are created on the opera stage.